Okay, so welcome back to the Crew 2. This isn't really going to be episode 2 of the playthrough, it's just going to be me going through all the cars and other vehicles that are in the open beta. I don't know if this is all of the final cars and vehicles. I don't know if they'll add more eventually, but I'm just going to have a look through, show you what's in the game, and what I think would be nice to be added, you know? See if I feel like there's anything missing. Any of that would be a good addition. I mean, I'm right now... Okay, I didn't see Lamborghini for a second, but I do now. So I'm just going to go through them, see which ones I think are nice, you know, the ones I like being in the game, ones that are a bit iffy, and ones that I think should be in the game, you know, should be added and aren't currently in the game. So, start off with Fiat or Barth. A 124 rally. That's not bad. I gotta get used to that. Okay, I just used the right stick to do that, and I didn't try to. The normal 124 Spider. I like these being in the game. It's basically if you want a Miata, but you don't want a Miata, you know. And obviously the 500. How can you have Fiat or a Barth in the game and not have a 500? And well, it looks like a Fiat 500 monster truck. Okay, well, I definitely like having these four in the game. I don't think there's any other Fiats that I would have included. Because, I mean, there isn't really many options, to be honest. So that's all for Fiat. Acura. Okay. Now, the new NSX is in the game, but I was expecting more than just this. I was expecting the first generation or the second generation NSX, and perhaps an RSX as well, or maybe even an Integra. But I guess not. It's just the new NSX. Maybe they'll add in some others. Maybe they won't. But yeah, I definitely feel like one of the older NSXs and perhaps an RSX or an Integra should be in this game. Especially if the new NSX is. Alfa Romeo, I don't really know too much about Alfa Romeos. I know 4Cs. I know the 8C. And just another 8C. They don't have the new, what is it? It was just added to pay back the Guilia or something like that. I can't really pronounce it. But, I probably would have expected that to be in the game since it was voted Car of the Year by someone. I don't know who it was. But it was voted Car of the Year by someone. And, yeah, I'm fine with the 4C and 8C being in the game, but I thought they would have added maybe one of the hatchbacks, maybe a sedan. But I mean, this is fine. Aston Martin, we got the V12 Zagato. This was in Horizon 3, and Horizon 3 was actually the first time I even heard of this car. There's a V8 Vantage S. There's the... oh, just a Vanquish. I guess this is this a V12 Vanquish, I would assume? And the Vulcan. You know, I'm kind of okay that they didn't add the DB11. I mean, the DB11 was in Payback, and I wasn't really a fan of it. So yeah, I guess this is a V12 Vanquish. It doesn't say V12 Vanquish, it just says Vanquish. So I like the V8 Vanquish and V12 Vanquish, probably some of my favorite Aston Martins. So yeah, I'm fine with these four. Oh wait, hold on, let me see something. Ultimate. What does this mean? Oh, you have to unlock these, okay. Right on. Audi. So we have the new R8 V10 Plus, or the new generation, and we have the new TTRS Coupe, as we've seen in episode 1. I mean, I'm cool with these. Again, I would have figured maybe they'd have a hatchback, maybe a sedan, or even an older Audi. But I mean, this is a beta, so I don't know if they're going to be adding more in, or if this is actually the final list. Bentley, now I'm assuming it's just Continentals, yeah. Continental GT, Continental Super Sports. Actually, no, they're just Super Sports, okay. Either way, it's the better version, so. Power, wait, what does it say? Oh, it's not even registering how much horsepower it has, okay. So just some Continental Super Sports. BMW, is there a lot? Yes, there's a lot of BMWs. So it's M Performance for M4 race car, an M2, M4. So yeah, just all the M cars basically. M5. Another M5 Drift Edition. Is there no M3? Okay, and there's all the bikes. So these are the first bikes we've seen. Again, I don't have a lot of knowledge for bikes, but a friend of mine does have a BMW bike. I don't think it's any of these though. And we have the X6M. Moving into the Z4s. A GT3 race car. Just your normal Z4. And then a Drift Edition Z4. And an Off-Road Edition Z4. And that's it. So no M3s. Wow. No M3s. I'm kind of shocked at that, to be honest. We have all these BMWs and not a single M3. Well then. Alright, Cadillac. So yeah, Escalades. No CTSVs. Okay. Another rally. Is this a Drift Edition? Oh no, Touring Car Edition Escalade. Okay. And our first classic, I think it's the first classic we've seen, an Eldorado. Because for a second I was thinking are there no older cars, there are no classics, but I guess there are. Chevrolet, I'm expecting a lot of Chevrolets, old Camaro RS. You know they had to add the old Camaro RS in there. Rally Edition and Rally Cross Edition. This is a Drift Edition, no Touring Car Edition. Now we have... Oh, what generation? Is this the 6th generation? Yeah, I like this generation. I like this generation more than I like the new ones. I honestly think the new ones are a little uglier than these. And this is just a Drift Edition, Rally Edition, and a Rally Cross Edition, and of course, there's a Monster Truck Edition. Cause why not? It's just why not? And I guess this is no, this is Touring Car Edition. No drift, okay. Muscle cars don't drift, people. Muscle cars don't drift, let's be honest. The only time they drift is when a Mustang's going into a crowd, let's be honest here. Ah, dead memes, love them. 1971 Camaro Z28, there's one of these in my town, and it's amazing, and I love it. So sick. The new Z01. Now, I like the Z01s, these are not ugly, these are nice. But, like, just the SS and the V6 version, just ugly. C2. I'm not a huge fan of the C2. Like, I'm okay with it, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Probably my second or third least favorite Corvette. C3, I like the C3. For some reason, people would put the C3 below the C2. I honestly really like the C3, the way it looks. I think it's really cool. Now, the C6. C6 is my favorite. I know a lot of people are kind of like, oh, C7s are great, oh, C5s are great, and... I'm sorry, but if I had to choose one, I would pick a C6 ZR1, if I could pick any Corvette. And now we're moving on to the C7 Stingray, a Drift Edition, it's a Drag Race Edition, yeah, I've seen the wheelie bar, or whatever that is. Thick boys on the rear, thick tires. Love thick tires. Impala Sport Sedan. We got Impala Sport Sedan, Touring Car Edition. We got basically a NASCAR, yeah, and what's it called? It's the truck series, but I forget what it's actually called. Whatever, NASCAR truck series. Silverado. We got just a normal Silverado. Monster Truck Edition, because why not? Rally Raid Edition. And a trophy truck. Alright, trophy trucks are awesome. Let's be honest here, trophy trucks are great. So that's all of Chevrolet. There's a lot. Chrysler, just a 300 SRT8. Basically all I expected, to be honest. Citroen, I'm not huge on Citroens because there aren't many French cars around. Yeah, there used to be French cars here. Like there used to be like Renaults. There used to be Citroens. There's like one old Citroen. What is it, like a C2 or whatever it's called? There's one of those around here. But other than that, there's like no French cars, and it kind of sucks because they make great hatchbacks and stuff. Like here's a C3 Racing. Onto whatever this is. It's a boat. Wide body boat, an M31 wide body. I have no idea what this is. I'm assuming it's what we were driving in episode 1. Alright, down to Dodge. Oh, no, hold on. Dodge, here we go. Old Challenger RT. Gotta love it. Last generation SRT8 Challenger. I like these. But I would so much rather have a... Wait, no, this isn't even it. Okay, so this is still the last generation Rally Raid Edition. Of course there's a monster truck coming up. Come on now. Gotta have a monster truck. And what's coming up here? Is this just a touring car version? Is this the new version? Yes. I would so much rather have the newer generation Challenger, especially a Hellcat wide body. I would rather a Hellcat wide body over a Demon, yes, because of one reason, and that is a manual transmission. Yes, I'm one of those people. So an old Charger RT Hemi. Oh, there's one of those in town here, and it's amazing. Absolutely love it. And Drift Edition. Come on now. Muscle cars don't drift. Let's be honest here. No, not really. I'm surprised that's like the first really drift muscle car we've seen, unless I've just been missing them all. Rallycross Edition, Touring Car Edition, last generation Charger, not the current generation. I don't mind those. I kind of like them, but again, they're all automatic, which I think is stupid on Dodge's part. Rallycross Edition, Touring Car Edition. The Viper, rest in pepperoni to the Viper. Hopefully coming back, but people are saying with a V8. I mean, as long as it's fast and got a lot of power and it's a manual transmission, who cares if it's a V8? Let's be honest here. And there's a Drift Edition, Drag Edition, and we got... Oh, now, yeah, these were some nice Vipers. I love these. This is like the Midnight Club 3 version of the Viper. Absolutely loved it. And I assume this is just, yep, the 2010 version. These are really nice too. I like these. So that's all for Dodge. Ducati. So this is just all bikes. Again, I know Ducati is a big bike brand, but I don't really know much about them. Let me just check the time real quick. Okay. See, again, don't really know much about this. This is actually a lot more than I thought it was, to be honest. Ferrari, classic Ferrari. 458 Italia GT2. 458 Speciale. 488, so yeah, these are just expected. F12. F40. Did I just completely skip the F12? I think I did. Alright, there we go. F40 LM. And a LaFerrari. No Enzo or anything like that. Ford now, come on now. Please, there has to be the mid-2000s GT. And of course, muscle truck, because why not? Just muscle truck, all muscle truck everything. Or, wait, muscle truck. Monster truck, I mean. Oops, monster truck. Trophy truck. And we have an old Focus RS. And another one, a Drift Edition. A Drag Edition. A Rally Raid Edition. A Rallycross Edition. Touring Car Edition. And now the new RS, which I love. And there is my car off to the right. Probably my favorite Ford. Not the new RS. I mean, I do love the new RS, don't get me wrong. A bit overpriced if you ask me. But the 2005 GT, absolutely love it. I really want one. If I have an unrealistic dream car, it's that. That or either a manual Murcielago. There's more versions of the GT. The new GT, not a huge fan of it, but it's alright. Older GT. Another older GT Drift Edition. Insert Mustang joke here, you know. Oh, what do you know, monster truck? Because why not? Just monster truck everything. There's definitely a lot of Fords, and we haven't really seen any classics yet either. Unless they just completely disregarded classics, which they did. And a GT500. Just another boat. Don't really know much about it. And some planes. Yeah, I've seen this style of plane before, but I don't know anything about them. Harley Davidson now. Haven't heard of it, and Street Glide, I have heard of it. There's some more planes. Alright, it cut out again, so I guess hit the 15-minute mark. I'm surprised there aren't more Hondas. Like, why just this one? But anyways, whatever. Hummer. See that moment when there's more Hummers than Hondas. So there's a Rally Edition and another Rally Edition. Ice Marine, just a boat. Indian motorcycles. Oh shit, what is it? Oh, what is it? Anyways, yeah, it's just a book. I don't know. Book that I read in an English course this year. Jaguars. I've never heard of this Jaguar. Yes, I guess it's a concept for a reason. I haven't heard of it. And of course the F-Type. Jeep. SRT 8. Better be there. My favorite Jeep. By far. Monster Truck Edition, because why not? A Wrangler. And then yeah, there's some more Wranglers there, and that's it. Kawasaki. We got Ninjas, that's an old Ninja. And we got just the dirt bikes and some more Ninjas, I guess, and a Z1000. Koenigsegg, we got the Agera R and the Regera that we've seen in episode 1. KTM motorcycles. Just dirt bikes and other bikes. Lamborghini. We got an Aventador, obviously. We got another Aventador. A Gallardo. I know it's Gallardo, but I'd rather say Gallardo. So just... there you go. I'd rather say Gallardo, but I know it's Gallardo. And another one. Oh, this is a Super Leggera, which is the nice one. Huracan. Another Huracan. An old Mura SV. Love it. Murcielago. Yes. In a bright green. Love the car. I have a poster of one downstairs. It's awesome. Another drifter version. Just a race version. And the Veneno. I'm sure there could be some added there, but I mean, I'm fine with that. Lancia. We just got the Delta, and we got the Rally 037. Wait a second, there's no Stratos. Okay. Thought there would be a Stratos in there. We got Lotus Evora. I think there's one of those here in town. It's really cool. And I know people roast it for having a Camry engine, a supercharged, but whatever. It's still cool. It's still different. And obviously an Exige. And it looks like a rally version of an Exige. Yes. No like old Elise or anything. Maserati Gran Turismo S. Another Gran Turismo S. MC12. And another MC12. Now Mazda, we know that MX-5 is in here. Seen that in episode 1, and we also seen the RX-7s in episode 1. Well, we didn't see this one, we've seen the drift version, which is this one here. Now McLaren, we got 12C, another 12C, just the GT3 version, an F1, and a P1, I believe. There could be vehicles added in McLaren, like there could be maybe an F1 LM, there could be a 570S, a 720S, 650. Almost missed a Mercedes there. Old SLR. And another one. C63MG. More C63s. AMG GT. SL63. SLR McLaren. SLS AMG. That's the one I was waiting for. And a X-Class. Never really heard of the X-Class, if I'm being honest. Now, Mini. We got the Mini Coopers, of course. We got a Countryman, and that's it. And just a Italian motorcycle. Nissan. Now, let's see. 370Z. Another 370Z. Another 370Z. A Monster Truck 370Z, of course. Another one. A Nismo. Another Nismo. A Fairlady Z. Another Fairlady Z, R34 GTR, no, R35, I'm sorry, I seen the picture of this one, and I accidentally said R34. Okay, so R35 and R34. Drag Edition, Rally Edition, Monster Truck R34, nice. And then there's more R34s, no R32s or R33s. Some more planes. Pagani. Now, what does Pagani have? A Huayra, a Zonda F, and a Zonda R by the looks of it. No Huayra BC. I love the Huayra BC. But looks like it's not in the game. So, on to Peugeot. Okay. Whatever that was. Some more planes here. Again, I don't know too much about them. Porsche. Now, here we go. This is a big one for me. GT3 Cup Car. GT3 RS. We already drove this twice in the game so far. A 93. Wait a second, is this? Yeah, okay, whatever. We got the 918 Spider, that's kind of obvious it was going to be in the game, and a 959 Raid. Really? There's no like Cayman? No Carrera GT? No like 997s? Or anything like that? I mean, personally, I really love the 997 Turbo, but the Porsches could use an improvement. I don't know what this is. Okay, it's a helicopter. There's a F1 car by the looks of it. A boat. A Red Bull buggy. Another boat. And a very classic car here. Another classic. Well, actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This ain't no classic. 1930? I don't know about that. More boats. And a hovercraft. Red Bull, whatever that is. Oh, it's just an F1 car. Okay, I was thinking maybe some rallycross or rally cars as well, but I guess not. Just an F1 car from Red Bull. Renault. Oh my god, I hope I'm saying that right. Like, I've taken French classes for 13 years. But I don't know if that's Megane or Majan, whatever it is. So RUF, this is where the other Porsches basically come in. This looks like a Cayman. A Drag Edition, Rally Edition. CTR3, I'm guessing, is their version of perhaps a Carrera GT. There's just also a Drag Edition. Again, no 997 Turbo. Now, Celine, the S7 Twin Turbo and a race version. Actually, yeah, S7R. Do S7s really go as far back to 2000, or is that just a mistake? Because I didn't think they were that old. Now, whatever this is. Oh, it's Shelby. I didn't recognize the logo. Oops. Alright, so an old GT500, a Drift Edition, and a Touring Car Edition. So we got a classic Mustang. That's alright. Slick Aircraft. Some more planes. Don't really care about them, to be honest. Spitfire, which is some more planes. Some older planes, actually. Suzuki, so it's just a dirt bike. TVR, so a cigarist. Didn't really expect much from TVR. Vector, just a boat. Volkswagen, we got a Golf GTI, no Golf R, no older Golfs. Just a Touareg Rally, and just a normal Touareg. It's not much from Volkswagen. Some old crop dusters. And ZAI, which is just some more planes as well. That is the entire vehicle list of this game so far. I feel like there could be some improvements for certain brands. I mean, a lot are just fine the way they are, but some I think could use some improvement. But that's not for me to decide. That's for the entire fan base to decide, and the developers to decide whether they add anything or not. I would like to see some improvement personally, but that doesn't mean that it's going to happen. So anyways, that's been the entire vehicle list. And if any are added, I'll be sure to cover them as well. But for now, that's all that's in the game. And as always, don't forget to drive safe, people. And I'm out.